Joe Medeiros. I'm the head writer of The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, but I am a strike captain and a picket coordinator here at NBC Studios. We're on strike because our contract expired, and we on October 31st, and we need to get a new contract, one that includes revenue from our share of the revenue from new media, and by that I mean the internet and cell phones and iPods and everything where content is now being put.
What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. Woo! Go Union!
We're trying to negotiate with the AMPTP, which is the Association of Motion Picture and Television Producers. Since July, we were sitting down with them since July to avert a strike. And that didn't happen, and they're still offering zero on the internet, nothing. They're not giving us anything. So a strike was our option.
Say goodbye to your TV show. Say goodbye to your TV show.
They claim they're not making money. The studios, that is, the media giants, the 6 conglomerates. They claim they're not making money, but yet they're charging $1.99 per download on iTunes, and they're running ads and everything else.
It's incredibly moving. There really is a power in a whole bunch of people coming together for a common cause. People, numbers of people, is really the only thing to intimidate these big mogul types. That's what I think. I also think it has an interesting effect long term because it does make me feel solidarity with other unions. Like there's the janitors union here and the nurses union here, and I think I'd be very reluctant to cross any of their picket lines in the future. And I don't think I would have thought about it much before.
This is a union solidarity march. And I want to mention some of the unions that have sent us letters and emails over the past 2 weeks. Support from the Writers Guild of Canada, the New Zealand Writers Guild, the Writers Guild of Great Britain, the Graphic Artists Guild, the National Writers Union, the Alliance of Canadian Cinema. We've got representatives of AFSCME. AFSCME, Local 3339 is here. Unite Here and Tom Walsh have expressed their support. The International Longshoremen and Warehouse Union, IBEW, the California Federation of Teachers, and the first one to come to our aid, the Service Employees International Union, United Healthcare Workers West, and here's their president and president of the State Council, Sal Rosselli. Give it up to Sal. SEIU loves the Writers Guild of America. I'm just one privileged leader of the largest union in California. SEIU represents over 650,000 workers in California, and we are here to help win this strike. We have leaders of our janitors union here that remember when the Writers Guild supported them in their fight against the studios. SEIU home care workers are here. SEIU is here to support this strike. We have a saying in our union, for the studios and then in the entertainment industry, SEIU has something to say to you. And that is, when you take one of us on, you take all of us on. When you take one of us on, you take all of us on.
We were just talking earlier that if this strike goes on as long as it's supposed to, like this could be an event in history. So it's pretty cool to be here and be part of it.
It shows that the unions stick together and the unions are working together and trying to support each other, and I think that's great. Until things are resolved, it goes on.
We've walked out. We're not collecting any salaries. Our shows are all shut down. The people who are on those staffs, I mean, the networks are going to carry them for a little while, but a lot of people are being laid off, pink slipped. Shows are being canceled. There are a lot of people who are being hurt by this. Not to mention, you know, all the businesses in the area, because, you know, people can't afford now to go out and go to restaurants, you know, buy things. I mean, the impact is pretty big. And all that's coming from the fact that these big conglomerates who've got all the money, they can afford to wait. While the rest of us, you know, I mean, each of us can afford to wait as long as our personal finances dictate. But there's a lot of people getting hurt right now, and we want it to end.
I'm here today proudly to lend my support to the WGA and to echo the message to the 6 media conglomerates who make up the AMPTP that this strike affects us all. This is not just the writers. These are thousands and thousands of people, all these people here who are affected by the strike. To the most of the businesses in Los Angeles and to all the viewers. And to let the AMPTP know, as they go into what we all hope is the final round of negotiations, that we want to work. The writers want to write. But we all deserve, okay, we all deserve, as employees, as your employees, to be dealt with and treated fairly. If the corporations make money on new media, the writers should too. It's fair. Share. When it comes to new media, share. So let's just shout it out. Disney, share. Viacom, share. GE, share. News Corp, share. Sony, share. Time Warner, share. We're asking you to do the right thing.
You know, most writers in town, you know, are not millionaires. Most are just people, you know, trying to make a living in show business and working on a middle-class salary.
You know, it's all about the solidarity.
And I just like being annoying. That's
the best part about it.
That's the best part about it. I just like being annoying.
We get to make noise with like little...
Come on, little honk, man, little honk.
Honk, 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 honk.
Honk your horn.
Honk your horn. Come on, give us a honk.
Little love, little love, little love. Come on, lazy.
Yeah. Once again, I mean, it's, you know, I mean, when it comes down to, you know, just the creative aspect of television or filmmaking, I mean, you know, I think that the artists really don't get their fair shake, and that's all. I mean, we're not asking for anything; just trying to get what we're owed. You know, it's new media. They're saying that there's not enough revenue because of like, you know, they're not getting all this revenue in from all this new media. But the fact of the matter is that if you're spending $200 million on a film, and, you know, I mean, and you're placing your money in the wrong, you know, in the wrong aspects as opposed to placing it in the creative aspect, you know, you're gonna lose money. So, and that's one of the main reasons that we're out here once again to support folks for that. You know, some people have their foregone conclusions about the union movement and saying that it's dead and that it really isn't effective. But, you know, I mean, with major corporations, I mean, you have these super corporations nowadays. You need to have unions. You need to have some kind of solidarity between people that could stand up and show their viability. And especially in this industry, you know, it comes down to sanitation workers, whether it comes down to artists, whether it comes down to truckers, you know. I mean, you have to, you know, respect the working class, and that there's a disappearing working class, a disappearing middle class. And it's very sad, and once again, the unions are a part of that voice for those particular people and for those folks in those societies, or in this society.
We hope from this contract that we're able to set the ground rules for the new media. Television's changing. I've heard that students today, when they go to college, they don't even bother getting a television in their dorm room. They just bring a laptop because you can watch television on your laptop. Well, everything's changing. I mean, to me, a laptop used to be, that's what I used to write my jokes or edit my pieces. But now I can sit out here, I can watch TV, I can watch movies. It's a portable television, it's a portable movie theater. Because everything is changing, we need to make a contract that reflects that change and set some monies to be paid for the reuse.
When they ask you years from now what it was we went on strike for, I want you to quote Robert Towne, and you say, "The future, Mr. Gitz. The future. What do we want? The future. When do we want it? No. Wish us luck. We're all in this together."